Welcome one and all. Time for some incredible voyages to the sun right now with Norwegian Cruise Line on all-inclusive adventures.
Yes, get ready to break away to the gems of the Caribbean for a winter getaway with stays in Boston and New Orleans for 20 glorious nights. For April, we also set off on a New Dawn week in Spain and Portugal.
And these offers all include more at sea, which means you've got unlimited premium drinks package, specialty dining nights, Wi-Fi and shore excursion credits for each port you go into. So first, to the Caribbean, my friends, in January. And we'll need some sun by then, so let's jet off for 12 nights, flying to Miami first and having a night in a hotel before you cruise, which is just the way to do things and defrost.
It absolutely is, and just a lovely time to be visiting South Florida as well, and Miami has so much to offer. I love the Cuban flair that runs through it. The real heart of South Beach has got a Latino beat, and you will love exploring the Art Deco district. Then it's time to cruise with more at sea. For 10 nights on board Getaway, you have got your premium drinks included, your Wi-Fi, 2 specialty dining meals, $50 shore excursions credit per stateroom per port, so not a lot to have to budget for at all, really, because it is all jam-packed into your cruise fare, which is wonderful. The Getaway is a beloved ship and very well versed at cruising out of South Florida, as she has been for many years, and just full of adventure and fun. Even on board the ship's a destination in its own right, even before you get into those incredible ports of call as well. You've got lots of amazing dining venues on board Getaway. You've also, well, let's give you some examples. You've got teppanyaki and the Moderno churrascaria, which are both they boast an entertainment style dining experience. The churrascaria, if you've never done that before, they come round to your table with all different types of meats. I mean, get ready for the most meat that you'll ever eat, probably. You know, your chicken, your lamb, your beef, but it's all, they cut it off almost kebab style off these giant skewers. It's very entertaining. You have stop and go cards as well. And then loads of sides. It's lots of fun. Teppanyaki is where the chef kind of does this whole theatrical display as he's cooking your dinner. Love that too. And that is just the tip of the iceberg on board Getaway. So we're cruising out of Miami, Biscayne Boulevard, and a day at sea is going to see us into our first port, which is going to be fabulous, Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic. Gorgeous natural beauty and adventure awaits you where mountains meet the sea in Puerto Plata. You might want to ride the cable car up Mount Isabel de Torres for sweeping views, or do some shopping right there at the port. Then it's Charlotte Amalie in St. Thomas, which is just an incredible port. Powder white perfect sands in Magens Bay and that turquoise ocean. Duty-free shopping along Main Street, some of the best in the world, in fact. You're going to love it. Paradise Point's great as well. Then it's St. John's Antigua. The vibe's simple, 365 beaches, and definitely time to find your favourite. You can explore Nelson's Dockyard, sail across the incredible Crystal Ocean on a catamaran, or sip a local rum punch. Then it's Phillipsburg in St. Martin, the perfect mix of European and island flavour together. You can relax on Orient Beach over on the French side and wander the French markets of Marigot, or perhaps enjoy the front street shopping there. Basseterre is next, and this is wonderful. It's old world charm meeting tropical beauty. More monkeys per capita than people on St. Kitts. You will see them, no doubt, around the jungle and rainforests, and perhaps you're going to do a little steam train journey. Then it's San Juan in beautiful Puerto Rico, where history and energy dance together, no doubt, in the cobbled back streets of the old town. You can explore the El Morro Fortress and see lovely views up on the hill there, or do a spot of shopping perhaps. Then we're into Great Stirrup Cay in the Bahamas. This is your own perfect island paradise, which is, you know, NCL's very own private island. You can walk barefoot along those incredible sands. You know, the Bahamas offers some of the best marine life on earth and some of the most perfect sands, so it never disappoints. Take a kayak across a lovely lagoon, or head on up to the lighthouse, or perhaps a zipline adventure on your own personal paradise. You can take it at your leisure. Then we're back into Miami, where we'll disembark and we will fly you back to the UK. What an adventure.
Very reluctantly. Again, it's another one of those where you get to the end of a holiday like this and you think, oh, I want more. I want more. Always nice to see the Caribbean, but if you think about the fact that this is just weeks away, I mean, that for me is the big headline on this one. Being able to do all-inclusive in the Caribbean. You're doing a nice long cruise as well, which is great. If you think about January and you think about, you know, what we will have endured by January, this is the perfect time to get away. And I've got a price tag which is absolutely magical. So if you like a bit of a late deal on something that really is quality on board with so much included, then this is the deal to go for. Because if you've been thinking, right, okay, well, I've been on all of my holidays this year, that's it, I'm kind of done. You know, and maybe your next one is like 9-10 months down the line, and you're thinking, I really can't wait that long. I really can't wait that long at all. I need some sunshine. I need that light at the end of the tunnel. And, you know, you can just picture yourself on the beaches, you know, in Great Stirrup Cay there. I mean, you're going to have the most amazing time. This price is your return flights to Miami and a night there in a hotel before your cruise, and then 10 nights. And from there, it's all inclusive on Norwegian Getaway, zipping around the Caribbean, enjoying your pina colada, your cocktail of choice, premium drinks, unlimited premium drinks package, one at a time though, responsibly of course, 2-night specialty dining package included for both of you. You've got Wi-Fi and you've got some shore excursion credits as well for every port that you go into, which is great. You can feel the warmth of the sun from here. If you just close your eyes and think about it, Caribbean all-inclusive in January, then open your eyes, remind yourself of how good the price is and get it booked as quickly as you possibly can. Here's all the details, and you know what, you can go even sooner because this holiday runs from December through to February. So if you want to go sooner, you absolutely can. Just call the team. Choose when you want to go. I wonder if there's a Christmas one. There might be. Call us and we'll let you know, and we'll give you the price as well. Also, if you want to extend that Miami stay either before you cruise or after or both, again, just let us know and we'll get it all sorted for you. We'll get it added to your package. Not a problem whatsoever. Just call us and make it happen. Because if you're thinking, this has been such a year and I deserve this, I've not had enough holiday, I haven't got one that's planned, you know, sort of like soon, because remember, pretty much this is weeks away, which is great. So think about it. Think about how good for you it is. Remember, you can go before Christmas or after Christmas, take our feature date there for this price. It's completely up to you. You've got the freedom and the flexibility to do it. And listen, if you're one of those people who haven't yet cruised and you just keep hearing from people who've just come back from the Caribbean or just come back from Asia or just come back from Australia or Japan or wherever it is, and you're thinking, why haven't we done it yet? Honestly, you are missing out on the greatest treat of your life, containing lots of things to do, like this.
When you choose to cruise, you'll experience one of the best value holidays with so much included as standard. Your floating resort will take you to multiple destinations in one trip, where you'll wake up to a new view every day and only have to unpack once. Your ensuite accommodation will have everything you need to feel right at home, with a daily servicing provided by your personal cabin steward. Around the ship, you'll have the opportunity to take part in various activities, which can include quizzes, dance classes, game shows, movie screenings, lectures, and much more. If that sounds too much, then feel free to relax, unwind, and watch the world go by in a solarium or around one of the pools, or even in a hot tub. If you're cruising as a family, then the little ones will be well taken care of, with a range of kids clubs available for all ages from morning till late. Plus, no matter what the age, everyone can have a thrilling time with rock climbing walls, zip lines, water parks, skating, simulators, and even bumper cars. When it comes to food, you'll never go hungry on a cruise, with options available right around the clock. Enjoy fine dining with waiter service in one of the main restaurants, or opt for something more casual in the self-service buffet. There's always snacks and room service available too. And as the sun goes down, that's when the ship really comes to life. Every evening, you'll be spoilt for choice when it comes to entertainment. From Broadway-style shows in the lavish theatre to live music, comedy, karaoke and silent discos, as well as onboard nightclubs, allowing you to dance the night away. So if you want more holiday for less money, make sure you choose to cruise.
Yeah, and actually, do you know what? You can start with just a few nights somewhere, but I always think, you know, if you're going to go for it, I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do in life and you just think, oh, should I? Well, when you've done them, you look back on them and you go, oh, I'm glad I did that.
Yeah.
And why have I been waiting for so long? What was I worried about? You know, I mean, it was so easy. And listen, you might not be brave enough to say, right, okay, I'm going on my first cruise and I'm going 2 weeks to the Caribbean. I kind of get that. Maybe you want to start with just a few days in and out of the UK. Call us, get the advice, go and try it for the first time. And then, honestly, I would say 99 out of 100 people will go, oh my word, I've really had my head turned there. This is the kind of holiday I want to be doing it. Isn't it so easy? Isn't there so much to do? There's so much included, so much wonderful food that I never would have eaten otherwise. And it's just a brilliant experience and so much easier, so much pleasurable.
So much easier.
Yeah.
And so much more fun than you could ever imagine.
Yes, definitely.
Because there's a brave new world of cruising. If you cruised years ago and you haven't been on one in a while, let me tell you, it's changed, but it's changed for the better in a big way.
Yeah.
So let's head back to the Caribbean now for some winter sun in November and visit some fascinating cities along the way. Now, your 20 nights start by flying to Boston, Massachusetts, and enjoying a stay in the city for 2 nights. Wonderful. Being there in winter is just going to be really lovely, actually. That crisp, feeling in the air, that bite in the air. But actually, you know, in a city like Boston, it works for Boston. But you can imagine yourself having a nice sort of spiced cider in a bar and just watching the world go by and seeing some of these iconic buildings and the Freedom Trail and the Cheers Bar. It's going to be wonderful, really. And then it's time to cruise on board the incredible Breakaway for 14 nights. A really lovely long cruise as well, and especially a ship of this size, there's so much to explore and enjoy and do on a day-to-day basis. You'll just never run out of entertainment when you're on board Breakaway. It's going to be fantastic. Also, it was refurbished in early 2025, so you've got that benefit as well, which is great. Now, some new additions include the Horizon Park, which is a multi-purpose outdoor space designed for relaxation and fun on the upper deck. You've got games such as cornhole, giant Jenga, reclining lounge chairs and lovely views as well. You've got the Silver Screen Bistro as well, which is a wonderful evening theatre experience where you can watch films on super comfy lounges and enjoy great snacks from Food Republic. Also, the stadium, a family-friendly space, has been added. There's a new restaurant, Paloma, Mediterranean seafood, fine dining, which is great. And all of the things that you, maybe if you've cruised before in Breakaway, you'll already be familiar with. With the traditional Norwegian stamp, it is all about freestyle cruising. And you've got more at sea included, premium drinks package, Wi-Fi, 3 specialty dining meals included on this itinerary, and $50 shore excursions credit per stateroom per port. So, lots already cruised, packed into your cruise fare. So we're cruising out of Boston, and 3 days at sea is going to see us into Charlotte Amalie and St. Thomas. Oh, take a sea kayak perhaps when you're there through the mangroves, or head up to Paradise Point for some incredible views. Enjoy a nice cocktail on the beach with the steel drums echoing in the background to finish your day. Then it's time to visit Castries St. Lucia, where you will get to see the world famous Petong National Park, maybe take a little safari out there and enjoy it that way, or zip lining as well is wonderful through the jungle canopies. Unforgettable. From lush peaks to spice trails next, it's St. George's in Grenada. Now, Grenada is the Spice Isle. It'll greet you with these beautiful coloured houses on the hillside and that's, you know, spicy scent in the air. And visit a plantation when you're there. Then it's Willemstad, Curaçao, which has got pure Caribbean charm, wrapped up in a Dutch design actually. And right there at the terminal, the mega wharf, you've got this mini Dutch village, which is very charming. Lots of great shopping to be had right there as well. Next up, we're into Oranjestad, Aruba, another one of the ABC Isles. Bright, bold and breezy. Great luxury shopping there. It's tax and duty free. And you can get in the spirit of the islands by taking the Kunuku bus, as you see pictured there. It's lots of fun. We're into Georgetown in the Cayman Islands next, where you have some of the most beautiful waters and beaches on earth. 7 Mile is world famous, one of the top 10 beaches in the world. And then you have Stingray City, where you can pet these very friendly stingrays on a very unique adventure. Now, you're going to disembark in one of my favorite cities in the world, New Orleans. You've got 3 nights to explore the Big Easy as the ship glides up the Mississippi and New Orleans rises in music and mist. French Street is the place to go and enjoy music after hours, some of the best jazz clubs on earth. And I'd highly recommend Reservation Music Hall to have a traditional experience. Café du Monde, you've got to go and try those beignets. Again, they're world famous, covered in powder. You've got to get the selfie with the powder all over your face for sure and enjoy the coffee there. What a city it is. After all of this excitement, we are flying you back to the UK.
I love the way they have such a fancy name for what is essentially a flat donut, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a
they are good,
darling. It's a beignet.
They are very, very good though, and well worth doing. You know, when in New Orleans, as they say. I wonder what the top culinary bite is in Boston. Do you think it'll be wings or something like that? I wonder what it will be in Boston. Well, listen, you can go and find out, and you can report back, of course, as always. But what a lovely and fabulous combination of city breaks and an amazing Caribbean cruise together. I mean, I can't think of anything better. If you're going to do a Caribbean cruise, you may as well do some adventures at either side of that. And that's what Cruise1st is so good at doing, stitching that kind of experience together, making it all as one. A holiday that you can really enjoy. And remember, this is nearly 3 weeks worth of holiday. And the cruise, like the main part of the holiday, the longest part of the holiday, is all inclusive as well, which is really good. So let's check out your price tag again, because I think so many people, when it comes to the States or the Caribbean, they always think we have to go to one place and just that one place, because you know it's such a big thing to do. We'll just do one place, stay there for a week and then come back. And this just gives you massive, massive variety. City break in Boston, city break in New Orleans, fabulous Caribbean cruise in the middle. I can't think of anything better, to be honest, because you're discovering new places, and then you've got all of that sunshine, relaxation, you know, all-inclusive wonderfulness on board the ship. And a deposit today of just £199 each will get this price locked in for you right now. So that's your flight to Boston, 2 nights in a hotel there, and that's a wonderful city with so much to offer. Then 2 weeks of cruising on Norwegian Breakaway, enjoying the Caribbean with, you know, drinks included, one at a time, responsible please, but unlimited all the way through the cruise, which is great. You've got a Wi-Fi package, you've got 3 nights of specialty dining as a package there included too, and your shore excursion credits in each one of those fabulous Caribbean ports. And then at the end the cruise in New Orleans, stay there for 3 nights in a hotel. That's included as well, plus your flight home, all for that price. Deposit today, £199 each. I can't honestly say fairer than that for what is a massive, massive, lovely sunshine holiday as well. Here's the details that you need. Again, well, I mean, look at your price going in here is really, really superb. And then you just cast your eye along the upgrades there. And then remember that this is a 2-week cruise. I mean, even the suite price there is very, very tempting for a 2-week Caribbean cruise. I mean, amazing. And you really are hitting the major hotspots of the Caribbean through this itinerary. You know, Norwegian are great fun as well. You'll have great parties, you'll have great social gatherings. It's just phenomenal. So you should go for it and enjoy it. Absolutely enjoy it. 0800 953 4700 is the number to call. Now listen, if you are loving the show and loving watching holidays, but you haven't yet been on that first cruise, well, you're not the only one. So I've got some of my friends here to tell you what they love about going on a cruise holiday.
For me, I think it's getting to see a lot of different places, having a little taster of different places, and then deciding, is it somewhere that I would like to come back and see a little bit more of, really. And that's why me and my husband have chosen to do cruises.
I love meeting people. I like getting away from my bungalow by the sea on my own and being with other people and having a great time and meeting friends, some friends that I still keep in contact with now from lots of past cruises. That's really good.
You can never get bored on a cruise ship. Whether it's at a destination or it's got a sea day, there's always plenty to do. You never get bored. You don't even know you're on it. You're sailing. And when you're sailing, as I say, you're sailing at night and you don't even know. You can't feel anything. And I'd highly recommend cruises, most definitely.
Fantastic. Well, you guys absolutely love our incredible cruising adventures, and who could blame you? Now, I've been doing a bit of research, Derek, and you asked about some of the...
Boston Bites.
Boston.
Boston.
It was what I thought, which is the New England lobster roll, but also clam chowder is another famous dish from Boston, and Boston cream pie.
Oh, okay, that's dessert, right?
Yeah, that's dessert. But definitely,
good.
because it's New England, the lobster roll and the clam chowder, you've got to try those when you're in Boston, or the whole of New England, actually. We've got lots of great New England itineraries on offer at the moment.
Yeah.
It's a very limited season, that itinerary, so it's important you book up early, because it's only about a month total, and it's amazing, that one.
Definitely. I've got the picture in my mind of dipping the lobster roll into the clam chowder.
Clam chowder.
That's perfect
Oh,
combination.
I think you'd be thrown out of
What a
Boston
cocktail. This shirt definitely won't fit then. Our final all-inclusive Norwegian adventure takes us for a cheeky week closer to home in April, heading to Spain and Portugal. And we're flying to Barcelona first to get on board the charming Norwegian Dawn. Here she is. She's beautiful. She's classic, beautiful elegance from Norwegian, but with all the modern twists of today's cruising as well. She's a lovely ship. Really nice.
And you've got more at sea. You've got premium drinks, Wi-Fi, one specialty dining meal, $50 per stateroom shore excursion credit as well, which is great. Slightly smaller vessels than most of the mega Norwegian ships, which I really like. Love the design scheme around Dawn as well. It's lots of plush velvet in these bright, yet also muted tones of purple and turquoise. Very stylish. Lots of incredible restaurants on offer for you, because, you know, Norwegian is known for their, signature specialty dining. That's one of the first companies to actually start doing that, other than the traditional dining room, which by the way is included, and as is the buffet, but you have that extra specialty dining meal, so you can try out one of their offerings, such as Los Lobos for authentic Mexican, and Moderno Churrascaria, bamboo Asian fusion, or perhaps sushi, or even Cagney's Steakhouse. So they're all on offer for you. Le Cucina, Le Bistro, Teppanyaki, and as you see, that is a big thing on Norwegian specialty dining. Lovely full service gym, fitness classes on offer for you as well. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. So we're cruising out of Barcelona. We are going to be cruising across to fabulous Palma de Mallorca first up, and greeting you with a sea breeze and effortless style. What a chic destination this is. You can wander through the La Lonja district and step inside the soaring cathedral, which is very pretty. Then it's Valencia. Everything feels very alive in Valencia. You could explore the Mercado Central, which is one of the oldest food markets in Europe, and the Cuatro Serranos, the four towers there, are just an imposing and beautiful view, offering you into the old town there. We're in Motril next up. This is a gateway to visit Torremolinos, the Alhambra Palace of Granada as well, and the Plaza de Toros right there down in the beautiful south of Spain, Andalusia. So special, this region. We're into Gibraltar next, and this is a little bit of Britain under the Spanish sun, for sure. Wander through Main Street for a spot of shopping, and of course there's all the tax and duty-free boutiques, particularly for your fine jewellery in Gibraltar. And make sure you head up to see those Barbara Sapes. Then it's Cadiz, which is definitely a sunlit maze. You've got so many incredible buildings here. You might want to head up to the Roman Tower there, but Seville's not far away either, with its orange tree-lined streets to visit. And we're into Portimao in Portugal. next up in the gorgeous Algarve. You can take a river cruise up the Araid River, perhaps to Silves, the medieval city, which is utterly charming, or do some dolphin watching out on the harbour. Then we're going to finish the cruise in Lisbon, where we'll disembark and we'll fly you back to the UK after this neat little itinerary.
Yeah, this is the one, isn't it? This is the one that if you'd never cruised before, you love the sound of the all-inclusive nature of this, because it's not just drinks, it's so much more. And you think, well, this is relatively closer to home, isn't it? You know, starting in Spain, ending in Portugal, so they're not long flights either. So if you're thinking, okay, well, I've never done this before, this would be ace as a first-timer cruise, full stop. It's absolutely brilliant. You are going to love it. I'm going to show you the price straight away because I think it's really, really good. And it's not that far away. So if you've been thinking, right, okay, you know, I hear about these people who've got 3 or 4 or 5 cruises already arranged, you know, down the years already. You can get started in April for that price there. Remember, that's your flights and your all-inclusive cruise sorted, done, dusted for a price tag that is ridiculous. So you fly out to Barcelona and back from Lisbon, and then while you're on board the cruise for your 7 nights, you've got unlimited premium drinks package, which is so good. All the brands you know and recognise and love, they're all yours, one at a time responsibly though. Some Wi-Fi, you've got a night of speciality dining included, and you've got shore excursion credit for each port that you go into of $50 per stateroom, which is great. And you can add stays in either Barcelona or Lisbon, or both, to this by just talking to the team, and we'll make it happen for you. This could be your first one, and if it is, I'm so excited for you. There are other dates for the holiday from April through to October. Obviously price varies by date, so talk to the team. But should we do it? Should we do it? Let's do it. Here's the details. Why not? Why not? There's nothing to lose on this one at all. I think given the fact that this is all-inclusive, is so good. So you can just get on and enjoy. You could get onto that cruise and not spend a single penny while you are on board there. You know, you can just have the greatest time. Of course you will. You'll want to do that specialty dining, and it's not a huge amount either. For the calibre of these specialty dining restaurants, it's a small cover charge to actually do that, and you will love them. You'll be back to them again. Get those booked as soon as you possibly can. It's amazing. And it's coming up in April. I mean, what a treat. Maybe is it someone's birthday? Is that time of year, is that significant? Is your anniversary falling around there? Listen, you don't need that as an excuse. You know, don't wait for a big birthday, don't wait for an anniversary. If you see a deal and you're thinking, well, I need a reason to book that. Do you really? Does it need to be a birthday? Does it need to be an anniversary? Or shall we just crack on?
To quote you, Derek, we're here for a good time, not a long time.
It's very true.
Yeah, and that's why when you see a deal, you've got to seize the moment. Of course, we do offer payment plans as well. So put that deposit down. You've got till your due date to pay the balance, and that makes sense. You know, you can budget for that cruise that maybe you've been putting off for years. You've always said, you know, when we've put the kids through university, when we downsize, when we've done this, when we've done that, seize the moment, utilise what we have on offer for you to make it easier. Just get it in the diary.
Yeah, absolutely. I have an interesting point to make for a second. You could, because lots of people do, fancy the idea of having a caravan, buy one, spend tens of thousands buying one,
right,
go on your first holiday and think, that's not for me. I don't like that. That's not how I want to holiday. And then you're stuck with it forever, aren't you?
Yeah.
With a cruise, you have nothing to lose because, of course, it's a one-off. And then as soon as you've been on your first and you know that you love it and you think, well, this is a lot more pleasurable than, you know, having the wibbly wobbly attached to the back of the car and sleeping under the rain showers and all the rest
Derek,
of it.
no one's making your bed for you or making your food for you in your caravan.
No. Where's the fun in that?
No.
I mean, no offence, if you've got a caravan and you love it, fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think this is a bit of a different offering, isn't it? This is something where you can kick back, relax. You don't have to nominate a driver. You don't have to cook, clean, make a bed. Need I go on? Honestly, I rest my case, Your Honour.
I'm sold.
That's why so many people are doing
Yeah.
it. Seriously. So, if you want advice, our team are here 7 days a week. It's a free call. It's not going to cost you one penny to call us. So why not start the conversation right now? 0800 953 4700 and let us show you the way of a new way to holiday. See you later.
See you soon.